A day before the counting of votes for the Jammu and Kashmir Legislative Assembly, there is a controversy that is snowballing. The five nominated MLAs, now there are political parties who are trying to corner the BJP, saying that already without the first vote being counted, the BJP has five MLAs in the Legislative Assembly. We've been joined by Mr. Engineer Rashid, the MP from North Kashmir. Sir, a controversy, and though the BJP or the Lieutenant Governor, I should say, it seems they're doing it in the last moment, the last minute. We've been told that probably by tomorrow the five nominated MLAs will be announced. But sources say they're all from the BJP in one way or the other. They're connected to the BJP. How do you see this?
Sir, in the first instance, my objection to it is that why to nominate MLAs? If we are electing MLAs through a democratic process in the entire country, why Kashmir is an exception? When they say that we have abrogated Article 370 and integrated J&K with India, then why to give it a special status in terms of snatching everything from the people of Jammu and Kashmir, especially disempowering the Muslim majority community? It is absolutely unacceptable. It is unconstitutional. I will put a question to BJP that do you nominate Muslim MLAs in UP? Do you nominate Muslim MLAs in any other state in Gujarat where there is not even a single Muslim MLA? When there is not even a single minister in the Prime Minister's cabinet, it is just to disempower the majority community of J&K. It is pre-poll rigging, as you rightly said, as people rightly say, and I also say, that even the post vote has been counted. BJP has already opened this account. I have no problem with the BJP. I have problem with the phenomenon, with the entire process. And I wonder, since I was in jail, I was an individual, what our regional parties did to stop it. I have no idea.
Is your problem with the very concept of having
absolutely,
the
exactly.
nominated MLAs, or are you saying?
Exactly. Tell me, for God's sake, if Kashmiri Pandits can vote also, they can contest elections. So is the case with the POK refugees. Then why should they be given nomination? It is absolutely unacceptable.
But what the BJP did at that time, or said that there are people who don't have representation in the assembly, like the Kashmiri Pandits or the people from the POJK, the women, and in the Reorganization Act, this provision was kept.
Reorganization Act, that is what they have drafted in their drawing rooms. That's a separate thing. Does it mean that anything which Parliament shall pass, it should not be put to public scrutiny? It is absolutely, it is shameful.
So,
Sir, listen to me. If Kashmiri Pandits can contest elections, then how can you nominate them? Then there are people from Karna, Karen, who have migrated to Pak-occupied Kashmir. Then give them nomination also. And if they can, in our own party also, AIP, we have also got one Kashmiri Pandit as a nominee. Let people decide. There are Kashmiri Pandits contesting from Habakadal, from South Kashmir. Who is stopping them?
So, will the parties come together on this at least? Because
Sir, let you ask them, those bigger parties. Let you ask Umar Abdullah and Sajal Loon and Mahbub Mufti, who have been claiming to be lone warriors of Kashmir. They are responsible for all this mess.
So, going by the projections, now moving away from this, going by the projections, and all the exit polls suggest that the National Conference or the India Bloc Alliance may come close to forming the government. Now, obviously, they are already saying that like-minded people can come. Though PDP already says that they may support it maybe from inside or outside. What will be your plan of action?
We are just a buffer force. We have nothing to do with it. Let us wait, because I am not expecting, let me not predict how many seats we may take. Let me not bigger claims. I can tell you all I can tell you about that, despite all the state oppression, despite my bail being delayed, despite all negativities, AIP will emerge as a very strong force in terms of vote share. How many seats we will get, let us wait till tomorrow.
Realistically, it seems that your party obviously was not ready for this kind of an election process. Lok Sabha is different, the Vidhan Sabha is different. You did not even have a single symbol, you did not have a party structure. But in spite of all that, are you expecting still that you will get those many seats that will really influence?
Sir, let us wait till tomorrow. Let us wait till tomorrow. Time is the best healer. Let us wait.
But no scope for BJP.
Let us wait till tomorrow. No. I think I will do all that what is required to take Kashmiris out of the mess. That's all what I can tell. If I get any seat, any mandate, in terms of vote share, in terms of seats, or when I am an MP, my entire focus is not governance. My main focus is to work for stopping the BJP government or whosoever is at the center. Congress has also done work to us from disempowering Kashmiris.
Thank you so much, sir. So that was Engineer Rashid, the Member Parliament from Baramulla, saying that this is absolutely unconstitutional. When you have elections on one side, why do you need to nominate people? And what about others who also need representation? Why only Kashmiri Pandits? And Kashmiri Pandits are already fighting elections from various constituencies. So this controversy for sure is snowballing, and it is happening a day before the counting of votes for the Jammu Kashmir Assembly. With Tariq Loan Mir, Fareed, Srinagar for India Today.